Today I will be bringing my 6'4", 6'6", and 6'10" lockdowns out for the first ever lockdown only event in NBA 2K25. Now the rules of this event and challenge are simple. Each lockdown build will be able to go into one rec game, one 3v3 game, and one proving grounds game. And whichever lockdown performs the best throughout those 3 games, playing with only randoms, will be crowned the best lockdown in NBA 2K25. I've played a ton of lockdown this year, so this is one of my favorite videos to record. Go down there, drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on before we get started. And without further ado, let's get right into our first game, the 6'4" rec game. Alright, starting out here, we do have our build dressed up like Alex Caruso. I couldn't really get the tattoos off, so it is what it is. But our teammates are going to end up cooking up right away to start this game. Playing lockdown, especially with randoms, is very interesting because a lot of the times you're not going to, as I get the lane steal there, but as I was saying, a lot of the times you're not going to get the ball super consistently playing with randoms unless you're really showing you can hit all your shots or they're just looking for you. But you're going to see throughout the video, there's some times where they just aren't hitting me, and there's not much you can do to control that. But the center finds me here in the corner, and I'm knocking down my first 3 of the game on this 6'4" lock. I've made quite a few videos on these lockdown builds, and this 6'4" is definitely my favorite. I'm going to hit the small forward there out on the break. Got to share the rock. The more you pass, the more they're going to pass back to you. I'm going to get a good jump contest there. This is a little open contest. Didn't play great defense. He had me crabbed a little bit, but we're out on the break, turning that thing right back over. I'm coming though, blitzing the guard and stealing that right back. The 99 steal with the speed on this build honestly feels way better than like when you have a lower speed on a lockdown build. He's going to hit me back though with two-way, and I'm knocking that down at the top of the key. 6 points, couple of steals, and a couple of assists early on in this one. Another blitz steal, and we are up 14-4 already. I'm hitting the guard. He tried to find me back, but ends up getting it to the center, who dunks it, and they already have people on their team quitting early on in this one. But you already know we're playing this out. I already said that we're going to play one game only on each of these builds. Keep track of the stats and then compare all the points per game, rebounds per game, assists, steals, blocks, everything like that at the end. They hit me late in the shot clock. I'm knocking that down to start out the game. 3 for 3, right over the defender, moderate contest, and now we have heat check. Finds me in the break, standing dunk, and 1 to give us a 29-11 lead. My teammates are flopping. I'm going crazy out here. I have heat check, and I'm absolutely just, it's time to just torment this guy. They have AIs on the team, so I'm just doubling whoever has the ball at this point. Me and the point guard going crazy. He misses the dunk. This guy grabs the rebound down to me. I end up kicking it over to the small forward, wide open left wing, and he knocks it down, giving us our 4th assist already, just about halfway through the second quarter. Lane steal there, poking it away. Out on the break, Devin Booker dunk. Throwing that one down. We're flexing on him. We got the lockdown takeover. Now we are all over this guy. Like I said, whoever has the ball, we're just going to make his life really, really tough. I end up locking that up for a jump ball violation. It's not even halftime yet. We're already running away with this one. It's a small forward who ends up swinging it over to me in the right corner with heat check. You know I'm not missing that. 16 points, and I haven't even missed a shot yet. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. I'm going to end up swinging it back over to the small forward who pulls up a mid-range. He's been hitting those all game long. I got to give him his props. He's got that rhythm shot, rhythm mid-range pull-up down. 16 points, 5 assists, 5 steals at half, and we do end up getting the player of the half. Up 28 points, and they have an AI player as their player of the half. They already have everybody quitting, like I was saying, but we are absolutely dominating these guys anyways, running away with it early on. Point guard's going to end up finding me in the left corner to start out the third quarter here, and here comes my first miss of the game. It was bound to happen eventually. I haven't seen very many people go 100% in rec games this year, but we might have another chance later on with one of our builds. I'm going to hint at that a little bit. But we are back all over this guy. He has nowhere to go. He's hitting the AIs. AIs are hitting him back. If you're not a super solid player this year, it's tough to play with a full team of AIs, but it is possible if you know what you're doing. Point guard hits me on the break. Center was open, but I find myself wide open after the gather. I knock that down. Got the little crown emote on. You love to see it. Wide open again in the left corner, knocking it down again. 21 points, mid-third quarter here. Wide open on the fast break, pulling up a little mid-range. End up not being able to get it to go, but the point guard finishes it off. And he was making a lot of dunks in this game. And he finds me again in the right corner. He was not afraid to share the ball. 24 points. Honestly, not something you see super often on a lockdown build in random rec. But look at this. He gets a steal, lobs it up to me right away. I mean, like I said, props to this guy. He really knew what was going on. Not afraid to share the ball. Wide open right corner again, knocking it down. I find myself wide open on this build more than any other build I play on. And it's crazy because I still have like a 93 pointer and I shoot like probably 75-80% on this build. And people still don't know that they have to guard me. Point guard gets an insane little contact dunk there. They're tossing up half court. quarters. I grabbed the rebound. Minute left here, hitting the point guard on the break, who once again gets a nice contact dunk meter. Have another assist, giving us our 6th of the game. Their AI is top of the key. That is going to wrap up that game. 81-46. We put up a crazy stat line of 29, 2, 6 assists, and 5 steals, shooting 7 of 9 from 3. I absolutely love this 6'4" lockdown. It's going to be very hard for other builds to try to compete with that performance we just put up in the very first game, but we still have a 3v3 game and a Proving Grounds game to play on this build, so let's get into that right now. Getting into our 3v3 game, I am going to be doing these in the theater just so I can have the random matchmaking, not have to worry about trying to find teammates. Starting it out though, that guy makes an early dunk that bounces in right on my head. That is just something that should not be happening on a lockdown build, but our center ended up getting backed, or our point guard got backdoored. They missed the layup and I'm out on the break. Devin Booker dunk all over that guy. You really only need an 80 dunk this build on a lot of different builds, unless you want to be a slasher or get contact dunks, but that 80 feels very good. I'm going to pop wide open right wing, knock down a 3 to start out this one. We are down 10-8. I'm helping in the paint. I end up getting the contest and then getting all the way back out to my man, getting a test on him. Our center grabs the rebound, finds me out, and another wide open dunk, tying the game at 10. Be dexing off ball over here, find myself wide open in the corner, shooting right over this guy, and I knock it down. The center found me at the perfect time. I mean, I'm in the lane on this fast break, but I can't get the steal somehow. They hit the guy that I'm guarding, and he gets a standing dunk. We do end up losing this one, and I'm also going to keep track of win-loss on each build. That is going to matter in the end to find out which lockdown really is the best playing with randoms. So we do lose this one. We won our rec game. We are 1-1 to start the video on our 6'4" lock. We have one more game to play on this build, though. We finished that one with 10 points, 67% from the field. Let's get right into the next one. And one thing I got to say getting into this one is the matchmaking in Proving Grounds is very rough. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we don't even have a center on our team. I played on all 3 lockdown builds. I played 3 Proving Grounds games. I didn't get a real lineup the entire time. They matched me up with other guards, other lockdowns. I mean, look at this. We're hitting the 6'5" guy right back, and he's playing center for us in this video or in this gameplay. It just is what it is. We just got to deal with it. I'm going to pop, hit that. We just can't really rely on our center grabbing rebounds this game because we don't really have one. As you can see, he's ISOing. He ends up throwing a self lob to himself, makes that off the backboard. We have a 14-11 lead in this one. I'm trying to help down in the paint just because I know that center. He gets the rebound. He is like a popper type of, I don't even know what he is. I just know he has a little bit of rebound and he's not tall, but he gets that one, the one that counts, and we have a 16-11 lead. I grab the lane steal, hit the point guard out on the break, who gets a fast break dunk. 18-11. I have 7 points, 2 assists already. He's going to drive in, wait for the center to jump and lay it up to give us a 20-13 lead, but these guys were not out of it yet. They fought all the way back. Their center was grabbing every offensive rebound. They hit the guard to tie it at 20 after we were up by 7, needing just one basket to close it out. Our point guard said he's done messing around, drives to the paint, finishes the dunk, and gets us a win, making our 6'4" record 2-1. Winning our rec and Proving Grounds game while losing our 3v3 game, but we finished that one with 7-2-1. I'll be keeping track of all the stats and showing you guys the totals or the averages at the end. That is going to end up doing it for our 6'4" lockdown build. It's time to move on to our 6'6" gameplay, so let's get into the rec game right now. Getting into the 6'6" gameplay, this one I played a little bit more of a role player type of role. Starting out the game though, I hit a moderate 3 in the corner, get that one to go. My teammates in this gameplay were honestly just very solid. I got to give it to them, and sometimes on lockdowns, you just have to sit back and let your team cook. I hit the point guard on the break, wide open 3, making that extra pass. I probably could have taken the dunk there, but like I said in the first gameplay, you got to hit your teammates if you want to get hit back. So I'm going to pump fake on the break, pull up a wide open midi, can't get the fade to go. This center was horsing all game long though, gets that rebound and gets the dunk to go. And I am a big paint presence on this build. That is a main difference between this build and the 6'4" is I get way more paint stops. So I walled up there, hit the point guard on the break, and he lobs it up. The team chemistry was really going crazy in this one, getting everybody involved. I get the blitz here and I'm out on the break. This time I am going to go ahead and finish it off with that Devin Booker dunk style. Nice fast dunk, give myself two-way, making our defense better. That was somehow my block. This dude's playing good defense in the paint, grabs the rebound, we get transition fouled, and I am going to go ahead and knock down our free throw. 100% with that two-way, I'm not going to miss that. Walling up in the paint again, and then right away on the break, knocking down a 3. 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist early in this one. Hit the guard again on the break. I'm trying to get my assists up. I want that teammate grade, and I want to be a team player. Everybody else is passing, so you know I had to get involved. Finding myself wide open in the corner. That's what happens when you pass. You get it right back when you're open. I got 12 points in this one about halfway through the third quarter. I'm going to get another steal. We are stealing everything hitting with these lockdown builds today. And then I'm going to go ahead and get another steal right after that, hitting the guard again. They really can't. I mean, we were locking them up the whole time. We're up 15 at this point. Center got a lane steal. Point guard's bounce passing it to me on the break. I'm finishing that off for our 14th point. And then I'm out on the break once again. This build is so fast. I'm 6'6" with a 92 speed, so I'm able to get up and down the court very quickly on this build. I mean, look, I'm beating them up and down every single time. I missed the layup that time, but I do have rebound, so I'm grabbing that and then hitting the guard in the corner for a wide open three. We're up 23 at this point, so it doesn't really matter, but we are still pressing this dude. He ends up taking a bad shot with about 30 seconds to go. Out on the break one more time, up about 30. Finds me left wing, knocking it down for our 20th point. We do have 22 and 3, shooting 62% from the field. Our guard's going to end up knocking out a 3 just to make sure we won this one. Little dagger shot, already up 30 and 14 seconds left. Grabbing a lane steal. I mean, I just had to end it off with one more steal. They do pull up on the right wing with no time left. We end up getting a win on our 6'6" lockdown build, 98-66. An absolutely dominant performance from our team. 20 points, 4 steals, and 62% from 3. Also had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block in this one. Like I said, I'll keep track of all that and average it out at the end so you guys can compare the stats between all these lockdown builds. But that is going to do it for our first game on this 6'6". Let's go ahead and get right into our 3v3 game now. Coming off of a great rec game with great random teammates, this was a little bit of a culture shock as I missed my first 3 here. This center grabs a rebound, and don't get me wrong, he was a very solid center, but he did not really want to pass in this gameplay, as you're going to see. But our guard's going to end up driving, kicking to him. He's going to contact dunk this guy in the paint. Like I said, he wasn't bad. He just didn't really want to pass all that much, but I am going to still be passing to him, trying to get that thing back. Hitting the point guard here, wide open left wing, and he knocks it down, giving us a rebound and an assist to start out this one. And we are playing absolute lockdown defense. This center's jumping at the 3. I got an 80 rebound, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Hit the guard, and then I'm going to get a lane steal when we're back on defense. Hit the guard again, who finds the center on the break. I mean, we still had some team chemistry. The center was just a little bit sticky. When it got to him, it was not really coming off his hands. I get another lane steal here. This 6'6", I don't know if it's the wingspan or what, but we get a lot of lane steals on this one. Center's going to hop step in the paint. I was open, but he ends up getting the dunk to go. I'm not trying to dribble in this build, so I hit the guard, who dunks all over their entire team in the paint, giving us a 15-8 lead. And look at that, another lane steal from me. Bounce it off their team, and it is our ball somehow. I will take it. Another steal for us. At this point, we are running away with it. I'm out on the break. Nice little Devin Booker dunk. Get that one to go. 4 points in this one. Aren't really looking, when you're playing 3v3 on a lock, you're not really looking for points as much. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the center, who gets a nice contact dunk to end the game, giving us our second win on this build. We are 2-0 on our 6'6" lockdown. Finished that one with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Like I said, keeping track of the stats. I'll keep you guys updated as we go, but a very solid game in the lockdown position in this one. Let's go ahead and get right into our Proving Grounds game real quick. For this Proving Grounds game, again, we did not get a real lineup. I'm pretty sure they have me at center in this one. I'm a 6'6" lock with only an 80 rebound. I don't know. It is what it is. We're still going to deal with it and get done what we can get done out here. I'm going to Dex wide open right corner, shoot right over that guy, get it to go. 3 points and a rebound starting off early in this one. Our lockdown wasn't even playing right away. But the nice thing about playing center is that I am faster than the guy guarding me, so I get a wide open little mid-range fade. They're not playing any kind of defense for some reason. I catch it late, hit the guard, takes a kind of crazy shot, but it was open, and he makes that one, giving us a 13-6 lead. I mean, they're already quitting. I'm grabbing that rebound over the other team center. 55 pass accuracy all the way down the court to our guard, getting an assist there. I have 5-2-2 early on in this one. Get a stop in the paint. Guard's going to find me. Throw the lob, and I'm throwing it down. We are up 17-8 at this point. I have 2 ways, so the defense is about to be crazy, but that did not matter because we are back on offense. I'm wide open. This guy's backing down, hits me late, and I get it to go, giving us a 20-11 lead. We're just hooping out here. I have heat check at this point, so if we need it, I'm not going to miss my next shot. The rebounding is where the real struggle came in, but I do end up getting that one to go down. I'm done resting around, though. I want to end the game. Side cross, end up hitting a little mid-range pull-up, get it to go, getting us our win, going 3-0 on our 6'6" lockdown build. I ended up with 12 points in that one, and I did not even miss a shot. 100% from the field, and I had 3 rebounds and 2 assists to go along with that, so keep that in mind as we get into our 6'10" rec game. Moving right along into this 6'10" gameplay, wide open right wing to start the game, knocking that first shot of the game down. Always feels so good on this build. This build is so much fun to play on, and if you get off to a hot start early, I feel like all the shots just want to fall. I mean, look at me pulling up over him, weak contest. I only have a 76 three-pointer, and it does not matter. It's something about this build. Once you start making them, they just keep going in. I get the chase down LeBron style block on the alley-oop. That center gets the rebound, finds me left corner wide open, knocking it down with two-way, making our first 3 threes of the game. They need a timeout, and I have heat check on this build already. You do not want to see me make 4 shots in a row on a 6'10" lock. That's a scary day, especially with how good at defense we are. We're not supposed to be this good at offense, but we are still getting the job done. Not to mention, we also get contact dunks on this build. They find me late, and I get the little standing dunk. That obviously wasn't a contact, but this is a build that can shoot, play defense 1 through 5, gets contact dunks. I don't know. If you guys are looking for a really fun build to end the year on, it's definitely going to be something like this. Just a little do-it-all, 6'9", 6'10" type of build, especially when they're good at defense. This guy takes a crazy fadeaway from half court for some reason. Is what it is, but we are back on the defensive end, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this rebound. That 80 rebound on a 6'10 max wingspan feels so much higher than an 80, especially once you get this takeover moving. Pull up a wide open mid-range. I wish it would have been a 3 to actually utilize my heat check. It is what it is, though. We have 13 points. Again, have not missed a shot yet in this one. Going absolutely crazy on our first game on this build. I mean, look at this defensive possession. The center's playing out of the play. He was jumping all game long, like jump. I mean, he's not even playing real defense. Shaq's getting the rebound down there. He's still jumping at something, and they end up getting a wide open 3. That was the one complaint I had about this team, is that our center just kept jumping the entire time. Snatch back, wide open, knocking it down. I mean, who else is doing this on a 6'10" lockdown? I haven't seen people shoot like this with a 76 three-pointer all year. Maybe I got one game. Oh, and we're getting a contact dunk on the break. Maybe it was just a lucky game, but I feel like I'm consistently playing pretty well in this one. If you want to see any more of any of these lockdown builds, by the way, I do have a lot of videos posted on the lockdowns this year and a lot of different gameplays. I do end up getting the player of the half, probably because we didn't miss a single shot the whole half. 18 points, 1 rebound, and the other guy, 9 points, 1 assist, 9 rebounds. Like I said, our center was jumping super consistently in this game, which caused for the other team center to just absolutely eat in the paint, making it a little tough, but we still do have a 14-point lead going into the third quarter here. This guy's going to go ahead and get a bump steal, out on the break, does not hit me, but takes a spin layup over 3 guys. It is what it is. They're going to get a wide open break or fast break dunk, making it a 10-point game. At this point, though, they came all the way back, and now we are down 2. I'm going to get a fast break dunk to tie the game up again, but the fact that we blew that entire lead was actually crazy. I don't know what it was. Playing bad, but this guy, again, taking up some crazy shots for no reason, and they are up 6 at this point with 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Keep that in mind. I am going to be wide open in the left wing or left corner, though. They find me, and I knock it down, keeping my 100% field goal or 100% three-point percentage in this game. I'm going to end up hitting the center. He's going to get a little blow by layup to end the third quarter and make it a 1-point deficit going into the fourth. Starting out the fourth quarter, our point guard was cooking, and he was hitting these little spin shots pretty consistently in this game. So props to him. He's got that thing down, and you love to see that. It's a little bit unique. You don't see it very often. I backdoor, get the lob, and end up laying it in for our 25th point of the game. Bounce pass to me in the left corner, down 1. I missed the shot, but the point guard puts it back at a crucial time in the game when we're really trying to come back and get this lead back. I jump over everybody for the rebound. I just had to keep that in there, show you guys how good this 80 rebound really was. They are not making that on my high interior 99 block build, and then we are out on the break, putting us up 6 with a minute 40 remaining. Regardless of how much the center was jumping, he came through at the end. We were up 2. He knocks down a 3, and that will not be his first one. I mean, look at him again the next possession, knocking down another 3. And honestly, this made up for all the jumps when he knocks down his 3rd 3 in a row to secure the game, giving us a 9-point lead. I somehow don't get that lane steal, whatever. It is what it is. We're up 9, 8 seconds. They're taking crazy shots. Center gets the board. I'm out on the break. Lob from half court, throwing it down. 27 points in this one, 1.7 remaining. And we do end up coming away with the win. 27 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Only missing 1 shot the entire game is absolutely crazy. We do get player of the game in this one. I mean, we definitely should. We played out of our mind, and we do get our first win on our first game on this 6'10". Playing with all randoms, like I said, is definitely not an easy thing. The fact that we were able to come out and do this in just our very first game is pretty impressive to me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But that is going to do it for the rec game. We still have the 3v3 game and the proving grounds game, so let's move into that right now. Getting into this 3v3 though, we do start this one down 6-0, and obviously all the games can't go super well. You're bound to have a bad game here and there, and I feel like for the most part in this video they've been decent. This guy's reaching, that's guarding me though, so I am going to backdoor, get a nice little dunk to start out this one. Try to bring us back into it as we started out really bad. Honestly, it was mostly me. I was shooting not great to start out this game. I think I missed my first 2 or 3 shots, which helped us build up, or help the other team build up a lead. This guy's gonna fade in the corner, missed that. I'm grabbing the rebound, 55 pass act down to the point guard, who hits the lock and he dunks that one on the break. As you can see, we're slowly working our way back into it. Down 3 now. I'm gonna end up hitting the point guard right back. Little pick and pop action finds me shooting right over this guy, knocking down a moderate 3 to tie the game. And they did have me playing center. They had me playing center quite a bit in the threes matchmaking on this 6'10" out on the break, dunking that one, which can be a problem because my rebounding is not as high as a traditional center, but I can also shoot a lot better than a traditional center and play faster defense with better, I don't know, a whole lot of benefits, pros and cons. But I'm picking up the guard on the drive, then get back to my center in time to guard both of them. You really can guard 1 through 5 on this build, which makes it a ton of fun. I mean, I'm switching back and forth. It does not matter who I'm guarding. They're not scoring on me. They end up getting the offensive rebound because we don't really have any rebounding down there in the paint. Point guard locks him up though. I get down just in time for the rebound, hit the shooting guard on the break, who gets another fast break dunk, giving us a 17-13 lead. But these guys were definitely not going away quite yet. They ended up coming back. They have a chance to win it with that shot. I get the rebound, hit the guard on the break. He's doing way too much with the dunk, but he gets it to go and we get our win. Starting out 2-0 on our 6'10" build. Honestly, putting up a pretty impressive stat line, 7 points, 5 rebounds in that one, and 2 assists to go along with it to secure our second win on our 6'10". Let's get into our proving grounds game on this build right now. And getting into this one, I mean, we've had a lot of good games, a lot of wins. This one was just not one of those good games. I grabbed the rebound, hit the guard on the break. I kept in a few highlights for you guys in this one, but this one was kind of ugly. Again, they had me playing center. I'm going to grab the rebound. Or they had me playing lock in this one, but our center was also 6'10", and he was just a slasher, not a traditional center. Again, I really didn't get good matchmaking, but I get the crazy chase down block. I had to keep these highlights in here for you. Push cross, dunk on the break, give us our first 2 points of the game. And I mean, it's only 12-15 or 12-18 now, but it felt like we're getting blown out the whole time. I get a little chase down block on the alley-oop. We really weren't playing good, but we could have been playing worse. It is what it is. You can't win them all. Their center's going to end up backing me down. He's just way bigger than me. That's all there is to it. And getting a standing dunk in the paint to give us a loss and finish our 6'10", 2-1. We had 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, but 2 blocks in that game, shooting 1 for 5. Definitely not the prettiest game, but it is what it is. Now let's get into comparing the stats that we put up on each of these lockdown builds and seeing which one really is the best lock in 2K25. All right, so with everything averaged out, the 6'4" averaged 15.3 points, 1 rebound, 2.6 assists, 2 steals, 0 blocks. The 6'6" averaged 11.3 points, 2.3 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 2 steals a game, and 0.3 blocks. And the 6'10" averaged 12 points, 3.6 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 0 steals, and 1 block throughout the 3 games in this challenge. If I had to pick, I'm picking the 6'4", but let me know down in the comments which lockdown you think performed the best in today's video. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment on your way out. Let me know what you think of this one. I appreciate you watching all the way through, and I will catch you in the next one.